Direction sense.
Okay.
She seems distracted. Again, as usual.
I'm thinking about the blood, and
Yeah, the blood rain and dancing in it.
fail.
Cool.
Wow.
Right, you two think right toward the Bar T Ranch. Yeah, if she ever gets a fucking check in her direction sense and it doesn't go up, that would be somebody smiting her.
Okay, so that way. So southeast.
Yep, southeast it is. The
Okay.
Bar
I suppose,
T
as we said, we'll check it. So I wonder if
By the way, do you want to look around the island a little bit when we are here?
We already, if you want to, we already have previously in 1950s, but you might see something we missed. We even used magic glasses and couldn't see anything. But I just think because of your connection, to your daughter.
Right.
You've got kids too? Says the guy. You look a bit young to have a daughter. How old is she?
Shut
18, 19.
He gapes because she looks like she's like 16, 17.
Oh, hey, I've got an amazing greed in hand. Do you discard it and get something else or no?
You can either just discard it or you can discard everything else and try like hell not to get any cards. But honestly, it's early enough in the adventure where I would drop this amazing greed.
Yeah, I don't care about pause. All right, moving right along.
Nice. He's the only player that's ever said that. That's why he lives above me now.
I can just look around and see if anything catches my attention, and kind of like when I'm walking, I'm kind of like.
There's only one thing really catches your attention. That guy who's fishing, who is giving you that weird look, he's sitting really close to the water, and you're thinking one good hard push, and he is in that. And he has his own rowboat, so you could have rowboat races with these guys if you wanted to.
So fun.
Other than that, nothing really here.
I get on our rowboat.
When I was walking around, I tried to be like aware of how I'm feeling, and if like any inner like impulse kind of like.
That's why I brought up pushing the guy into the water.
Right.
That's what caught your attention. That's what your impulse was. That's how you feel. I kind of wrapped all three up in one.
Yeah. Okay.
I know my players.
Yeah. So no like jealous signs.
No. Anything. Not at this time.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
So I go back to them, kind of like want to push the guy to the water, but don't do it in the end.
Yeah, you meant to control yourself.
Yeah.
Of course, Coburn, who doesn't bother to clean his axe between uses because, it adds to the flavor.
Oh no, I might give him gangrene. Might give him tetanus.
If you're not using a scabbard and it goes into hyperdimensional space between uses, you're pretty much good to go. Unfortunately, you're always going to have a sticky, bloody weapon and shit, but...
It adds to the intimidation factor when he pulls it out.
Colburn's a scary motherfucker as it is. I'm not sure he needs it.
Yeah, see, a bloody axe suddenly appears in his hands.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the person he's about to hit with it's going, what the fuck?
I think it's more intimidating if he just very calmly begins taking all his clothes off first. That's more intimidating. I want to get this shit bloody. Let's roll.
All right. Do we want to row over to that side of the lake and then just walk over there, walk in that direction, or do we want to?
There's a beach over there that has like people doing the 1960s version of frolicking at the.
Okay, we'll row over there. I'm assuming because I've got it at do it for a living, I don't need to make another row.
I didn't ask for a rowing row.
Yeah, I just wanted to confirm.
He rows you guys over there. It's nice watching him finally pull his weight there, Mildred. And Right, you guys row over there and people wave at you and Happy Friday. And they're
damn it! I should have got you to sing the song, Mildred, while I was rowing, like the last time.
Oh,
Logan remembers.
No singing of songs, no.
No problem. There's a bunch of girls in bikinis playing with like the unnecessarily colorful beach ball, and there's like the guys who are like a couple muscular guys, and there's the skinny guy who's gonna get sand kicked in his face as soon as is convenient. All the 1950s fucking beach tropes are here.
Mm-hmm. Pull the boat up onto the sand to the side.
Sure, a couple of muscular guys help you. It's a little bit harder because the other two are just sitting in the boat.
I was going to say, I think all of us. Oh, actually, I don't know about Colvin, but I think all of us have got strength bump now.
They're just sitting there looking at you, like,
get out of the boat.
Work it, bitch. I don't want to get my feet wet by getting out of the boat. So yeah, the boat gets pulled up, and then they deign to disembark, I guess.
At least you didn't stand up in it all the way over like Dana did. When she was trying to help.
Mm-hmm.
We call that pulling a George Washington in the USA.
Yeah.
Everybody else is like, sit down, you cunt. And he's like, somebody else paint this real quick. No, just pause here, send out Fred in the little rowboat and make him paint it. Good. Okay.
I'm getting a cramp standing like this. Anyway, yes, we shall trek in that direction.
Back to the southeast, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so just to be clear on the layout, here's the lake, and here's the island, and here's the road, and you went over to here, Sexy Beach, and then you walk around like this small, like, footpath thing back to the car underwater, then you walk inland.
So, the reason we went to the beach because I thought the beach was in the direction we wanted to go.
Well, you got to see some sexy teens. Anyway, then...
All right.
Yeah, so you're learning about this stuff. And then you go through the Southern Light Forest and over into the farms and fields and all that stuff. And eventually you're heading over to the Barty Ranch. The family is fairly unfriendly, especially for Burlington, but they're not all heavily armed and shit like that, which is nice. And you guys get to see Ephraim Watts and his 5 dudes. And more importantly, because you can pretty much wander around. People are like, you should get off the land, but then they don't do anything about it, like shoot at you and stuff. You guys get to see that they got like 30 or 40 guys who, plus Ephraim Watts and his dad, that are hanging out here, and you're thinking, Jesus, this is going to be a hell of a firefight if these guys are all riled up and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But you do get a layout of land, and goddamn, is there a lot of fucking cleared area. The only thing you'd have to like hide behind is like thin posts for here and there, but mostly it's clear cattle grazing land. They managed to pull up all the stuff that might interfere with the cattle eating grass. So as far as sneaking up on it, nightmare difficulty.
So it'd probably have to be at night or something.
Then it would be just hard.
Yeah, depending on how watchful they are.
Yeah. You judging by the kind of people that they seem to be even here, you're thinking hard.
Well, luckily we're just passing through.
Yeah, well, in 1950s Burlington, they just kind of let you go on. But give me evidence analysis rolls.
Excuse me.
Is there any building I see, Logan, that appears to have a hive of activity around it, or
main house?
Okay.
It's what you would expect, though. It's not like freakish activity and all that. They pretty much got the main house. They've got the barracks and stuff like that. But the main house in the downstairs has the big fucking dining room and the big kitchen and stuff. And then upstairs, Even though they're like, you should get out of the house, get out of my house, and they just follow you around saying that on a loop. But you do get a nice, thorough investigation, and it's pretty much upstairs is like the family's different bedrooms, and there's also like the piano room / living room, and then downstairs is pretty much taken up by a big fucking dining room and the kitchen, and then there's the various other rooms like bathrooms and shit like that. But Colburn's thinking it's almost like if this is where the gate thing is, and you see no good places for like a gate or something like that here, which is weird.
Yeah, underground.
There's no underground shit. Well, okay, there's a root cellar, but it's pretty small, and it has like a fuck ton of mason jar stuff in it, But
I look up.
Yeah, nothing. No, you're kind of baffled, but you're thinking that if it is in the 1950s, it's almost like the gate is being guarded, to put it in video game terms and stuff.
Mm.
And not just guarded, but...
Is there anywhere that... You said there's a large amount of people here.
Yeah.
Is there a space where it seems like they avoid walking?
That would require going and getting set up somewhere, preferably at a distance so as not to change their movements, and then watching with the binoculars and doing surveillance, basically. That is the essence of what surveillance is all about. Because if you sit up on like the roof or wherever, they just keep stopping and yelling at you, get off the roof, it shouldn't be on the roof, and then they wander around and do their stuff and come back and yell at you some more, so it interferes with them. You need to be at a distance, preferably hidden, and then watching.
So the strange rock / obelisk that wasn't in the direction, that was a bit off, was it?
Those are south of here through more of the light forest. Now keep in mind.
But we don't believe that was the direction that the golden light came from.
No, with the amazing fucking rolls that you guys hit, you think it's none other than the Bar T Ranch. And there was a light. It's a light shining through the darkness, etc. Those listening might want to go listen to that Rocky Horror soundtrack real quick. Anyway, what I was going to say is all of the forests are kind of like this one, in that there's not dick as far as ground cover goes. The trees are a little bit too narrow to really do a good job of hiding behind. You can see for quite a ways through the forest, etc. And to reveal the other picture of I'm guessing you want to go and check out that thing again in the forest with the trees and the faces?
I've not seen it before. I don't.
You guys go check that out. It looks like that. Bunch of evil faces around some sort of pillar thing in the middle of a clearing. It just has the words "evil glade" all over it.
Is it a black obelisk?
Yeah. Or wait, no. I think it's off-white. Let me look.
All right, good.
Let's see here.
So it doesn't remind me of the obelisk that Swift was trapped in that we freed him from.
A bit it kind of does. Take a card, crafty old bastard.
Hence why I was asking if it was black. Was it in Germany or something? I can't remember. It was in Germany or Austria or something.
It's off-white.
All right. I'm going to get rid of Super Jump once we're back at the other screen, but yes.
Okay. I'll move you back.
And the trees themselves actually have faces carved in them, do they?
Not carved. It looks like they kind of grew that way.
Mm.
Yeah, it's even worse, isn't it?
Have you been here before, Mildred?
I don't think so.
Are you getting any vibes or anything from this place?
Am I? It looks cool. I like it.
All right, but you're not getting any stuff in regards to Janice or anything? You're not seeing anything weird, different?
Do I?
Give me an essence roll. Match the ×5 button. Lower is better.
Oh, by 1.
You're thinking of setting up a simmer home there. Not really. I mean, you can tell that somewhere, it doesn't feel connected to here, but somewhere there is power there, but it's not here. It's not here, it's there. Or is it everywhere? Do you care?
It's not here, Joshua.
So you're thinking perhaps in another version of Burlington, this obelisk may actually be a gate or have power?
Something like that, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
And did you get a good look at the obelisk thing?
Sure.
Cool. McKay brings up more disturbing theories into it.
So the light came from somewhere here?
No, somewhere from the Bar T Ranch.
Oh, yeah.
This was nearby, so I thought,
as
far as I know, none of us have seen this place. So I thought, and since Freddie, I've explored everything. Every time we questioned him about stuff revealed, he hadn't actually looked at that thing. He just knew about it. So what did you make of that phone? What phone? I thought you said you explored it.
This is how those fucking rumors get started, and then I don't mind so much, except when people get mad at me and go, "You said there was no phone in there." It's like, that guy told you there was no phone. I am not responsible for what the other players' mythology that they create about things.
All right. So going back to the Golden Shaft of Light, it wasn't like the Moo Farm wasn't past the Bar T Ranch in the direction of it?
No.
Okay, so just isolating down.
With Colburn's earlier detection thing and his acute direction sense and all that, he's pretty damn certain somewhere on the Bar T Ranch.
All right. So.
Oh, shit. Everybody take a card? As far as the Bar T Ranch goes, there's only one interesting thing. The head of the family carries around a normal-sized leather briefcase, which is a bit odd for a cattle guy.
That is a bit weird.
That is very odd.
Yeah. At some point, Colburn managed to wrestle it away from him and open it because he's the kind of guy who would do something like that, and it was just empty.
It reminds me of something.
Does it?
Didn't we saw something like that already somewhere? We did, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what your characters have seen or not seen, so good luck.
I remember that we did, but I don't know where or why.
Perfect. That makes me happy when players are like, no.
Hey, McKay.
Mm-hmm.
Question about how things work. In every different version of the place, like 2.0, 1, whatever.
They're all 2.0, but go on, yeah.
Everything the same?
No.
Meaning if we go to another one, things might be different there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Wild West Burlington, for example, doesn't have a Bowl-O-Rama. There's a theatre there. Where the television store is, it's a vacant lot.
Do you have a way to...
some of the other places... Pardon?
Do you have a way to jump between them?
No, that's the only way we know of. These are all new. This version of Burlington didn't exist.
Is it possible to ask Clem for a specific Burlington?
We have tried a couple of combinations. You may think of a combination that we didn't think of that will work. If in Wild West Burlington, when you talk to Clem, he refers to that as Burlington 2.0 as well. So both 1950s Burlington and Western Burlington are known as Burlington 2.0.
That would be good.
They don't appear to have an alternate designation, and we don't have the authority level to set an alternate designation. So if we got that ability, then we could set, for example, Wild West to say Western to Burlington 2.0. We tried Western Burlington 2.0, for example, and Clem said, "I'm sorry, I don't understand."
Okay. It would be very convenient if we could figure out a way to do that.
I completely agree. Hence why I was hoping that Mildred would be able to get a security increase and therefore had the ability to do that.
Yeah, that would be nice.
The fact that when you asked for it, we didn't get an answer back, I thought was very interesting.
Yeah, me too.
So
we will see.
You can always head back to Clem's and ask if it's been upgraded.
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, I don't know if we're going to get anything further here in this version of Burlington from the Barty Ranch. There doesn't appear to be any old building or anything that would give us an indication of... Yes, Logan?
You keep in mind that you have not done the brilliant thing that Colburn
suggests. Yes. No, we have not surveilled the place, which is probably what we should do.
Yeah.
Assuming we find a spot nearby, which gives us a good spot to observe it. I've got binoculars.
Does anybody else or just you?
We can do it together.
I'm gonna try something else too.
We can take it in turns of using the binoculars.
Yeah, start walking up toward the property.
Oh.
You shouldn't be here. Blah blah blah. Get off my land.
You guys hiring extra hands?
No. Get off my land. You shouldn't be here.
All right. I mean, I suppose if you're trying to get all the work done by these little guys you got here, and you're not trying to...
You shouldn't be on this land. Get off my land, etc.
All right. I leave.
Yeah, so it looks like they got a limited... We did think about getting dressed up in smart city clothes in the old West Burlington and go out there and see if we could get on that way. Doing the whole, we're here to buy some cattle for the big city type thing. Look up second to buy some, and as a way of getting on the land and being shown around.
I think these are basic AI.
Yeah, based on what you've seen, you're thinking
that won't work. No. That's what I'm just going to say. I don't think that will work here.
You'll have no alternative but to let Colburn kill them all.
Quite possibly.
And then it would for the woman with no name to skin them and wear their pelts around.
I don't know if she could wear 40 pelts at the same time. She
Tell
might
me
be able to make a coat. And you could make a coat out of their... No, I was just going to say you skin their thumb or their pinky finger and then stitch it together and make a cloak out of it.
Or she could use their ball sacks to make a coat. The problem is if it got cold, the coat would become a shorter coat.
Oh, she could make a large bag out of it.
There you go, and then it becomes a handbag when it gets cold.
That's handy.
Anyway,
So Rabbi, who's retired, goes to a leatherworking shop and he goes, I need to know if you can do me a favor. I've collected these over the years, and I want you to make something out of it. Hands them all the circumcised skins, and goes, this is what I got. Hopefully you can make something out of it. Comes back a week later, and the guy hands him a little coin purse. He's like, well, I guess that's kind of cool. And he goes, but wait, rub it, and you get a full set of luggage. Terrible joke.
Mm-hmm. All right. We will see if we can find a good spot to watch this place.
Are you sweating, Tim?
No, it's fucking like the side of my face is on fire.
Okay. I was worried you were starting to sweat, and I was like, don't die, Tim!
No sweating. Are you burning in pain, that's all.
No, that's fine.
Are you drinking moonshine, Yana?
Yes.
Yeah, she's trying to become just like Logan, so she has to have a giant-sized cup, or she's just not happy.
Right. Yeah. I just hate like having to refill all the time.
So what do you guys do?
So we'll find a spot. We'll find a spot to observe the place.
Would you like to scale up in the tree to get a better view, so you can see more than just a very thin sliver of the compound?
Yes, if we can find a good spot to do that.
You can, but it'll be a climb roll at half, and it's a pretty damn dangerous climb if you were to fall, because the trees are a bit thin for climbing. As you've seen in the picture, these are not good climbing trees. So that's why I was asking about the binoculars. Pretty much whoever's got the binoculars. Now, if you all want to do it in turns, that's fine. But then I need everybody to give me a climbing roll at half. If you want to set up one guy,
to make out of brushweed and dirt a Gila suit.
Oh, that's super easy. Give me a jury rig roll, and you can get a nice Gila suit together.
I'm getting rid of super jump.
That might get you up in the tree a little quicker. Ha! Missed tree. Ah.
Nope.
All right, yeah. He looks like he fucked some sort of tree man to death. And
how's this look?
Looks like you've been rolling around in the underbrush and got a bits and pieces stuck on you.
Fuck. All right, let me try. Can I try again?
You could have somebody else try it on you. Or you tried half. And after that, you just get frustrated and give up.
That's not great.
Oh, right. He has a Gila suit that will actually give him a bonus. Okay, so he doesn't need to climb up a tree. He can pretty much just like do stealth rolls at full instead of the. Well, no, you for him he doesn't need to. He's going to go get in close with a stealth roll at full. But now you've got less people needing to climb the tree. He has found a way to avoid the tree.
Okay.
And the Noid. Avoid the Noid. That's an old reference. I always hated the Noid. So, what are you guys going to do? Not Colburn. I know what Colburn's up to. Wait on your shit, Colburn. I'll get to you in a second. Just Colburn mug a garden. Yeah.
I will try and climb the tree.
It looks super dangerous. I just want to give you a fair warning.
Yes.
I'd like to underline that and put a little star next to it.
Yeah, maybe not. If we can get to a spot where we can observe it without having to climb the trees, but it sounds like there's nothing.
Actually, another possible way to do it, because you've seen a fire engine. If you were to steal a fire engine, drive it very carefully in the forest, because you'd be in negative drive. Park it and then send up the ladder thing. Then you
climb up the ladder,
lean it against the tree for stability. Then you could sit up there, and I would ask for a climb roll, like a huge bonus to do that and not fall off the ladder.
The windmill, Logan, is it in a position that if we were to climb the windmill?
No, it's definitely off by itself.
Okay, so it's not like we could use that as a height.
No, it's like 45 minutes walk away or some shit.
Oh, okay. And I'm assuming the... Sorry, Tim?
I could attempt to make a couple more suits.
If you want to try and gilly us up, go for it.
Right.
All right.
I'll do one more for both of them. How generous is that? 1 for 2.
Great.
Fuck you. All right, you guys are all now part of the jungle. You have decided to forego your old gods and worship the forest gods instead. Fuck the old gods. What have they done for you lately? All right, now, because you guys have amazing ghillie suits on, everybody's going to be at full on their stealth, because it's not just a matter of like sneaking up. You're also needing to change position. Plus, I'm assuming you're going to watch until you pretty much reset and end up back in your bed, and plus it saves you a long walk and you get to see everything. So all I need now is the full stealth roll and the full surveillance roll, and then you've got their...
I will spend a hero point on the stealth roll.
Everybody rushes over to McKay and surrounds him, completely disrupting their normal...
Damn cow stood on me.
Murr.
What These stupid
same cow, and they all come over to see what the cow is
please,
moving.
if you have one, that would be great.
Moo. Cows make weird noises.
I'll give you limited retrieve.
Okay.
I'll play the reroll. And let's see if the stealth...
Everybody's doing the stealth except McKay.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay, now from everybody except Yana, who's already made hers really well for some fucking reason, all I need is a simple surveillance. Coburn is just kind of watching and shit, and he's like in the wrong place at the wrong time and stuff. Okay, so only one of you has managed to pull off anything useful here, and it's the least likely person to fucking be able to surveil things without like slitting throats.
She's got better surveillance than either of us.
I noticed that, and I thought, what the fuck? This is another one of her hidden talents, apparently. I
think she's done it. I think she's been doing it often enough with other characters that she's actually built it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so she knows like one quarter of the layout type thing. So if you were to go in on her route, because you guys were running zone defense, so to speak, if you're going on her route, then assuming she can remember the exact sequence, it's like go up 3 meters, wait to the count of 40, and it's like this overly complicated thing that as long as she doesn't forget it, because she doesn't have time to sit there with a fucking notebook and stuff like that. She's like, and then, meanwhile you see like Pete hiding, he's like, yeah, and it just shows that same cow, and it just drops this huge shit in front of him, and he can't move for like an hour and stuff because there's a guy like almost walking over him, and he's like, God damn it, I can't see shit. So anyway, but
yeah, I can see shit.
right. Okay, but so it looks like bringing the woman with no name along for surveillance is in a very creepy way paying off. So cut to, you guys all wake up naked in your beds, and you are in Old Burlington for some reason. You're in Old West Burlington when you wake up. Yes. In the bed and breakfast. And bacon, you guys get dressed. TJ, would you like to axe murder people? Yes, no.
It'll put a crimp into our plan.
Every fucking ritual.
Wow. Yeah, your character would lose Sandy quick.
It's like a morning routine.
Wow. Can you imagine if you had
to max it out?
I was going to say.
Brush your teeth and murder people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a hell of an intro for the new guys.
Oh my God! Imagine if you had cold-blooded killing maxed out. He just shows a new guy covered in blood. You're like, okay, go get showered and dressed now. I'll be right back. And he's like, oh. You've lost 45 sanity. Welcome to the party.
All right, so
you guys eat, and then you retire to the bar to have private conversations where McKay looks at you and says,
"So did any of you get anything?"
Of course I did.
Now, when you're actually doing it, it'll be Yana's the woman with no name's memory that will fail the easiest entrance ever. But
so I'm assuming she knows the way for us to crawl if we want to get toward in past the guard line or whatever they've got to the houses.
Yeah.
But we still don't actually know any area they're avoiding or anything. What one of the suggestions Colburn had.
You guys are actually the woman with no name, who is apparently the only one paying attention.
Oh gosh.
She didn't really notice. Yeah, how about that shit? Really didn't notice them actively avoiding any areas that weren't logical to avoid. Like nobody said, I need to go wait around the pig trough for a while. That didn't fucking happen. But or I'm going to lower myself into the outhouse and go for a good. And you're really hoping the gate's not in there. That'd just be a shitty thing.
Yes. Before we head out there, all right, so we got a couple options. Do we wait till night and do it at night? Do we
Much easier.
Or well, it potentially could be easier now because they're not on high alert, because the whole shooting that occurs in the saloon is around 7 p.m. And after that, they're on high alert, expecting a lynch mob to turn up.
Well, just so you know, that's part of the problem here. If you go during the daytime, the stealth would be much harder. At nighttime, they're going to be on higher alert, as you said. So
yeah. So
of course, it also depends on if Gila Suit guy can once again produce. And this time, since you got 2 crits before, it'll be 1 roll for all 3.
So I was going to suggest we could also go shopping and purchase some gear that might make it easier for you to make a ghillie suit as well.
Oh.
Like some hessian, etc. stuff and string or whatever. So you've got materials to make it easier to build a ghillie suit for us.
Some fucking netting would really work a treat. If only there was some sort of place nearby that had nets, because they don't carry them at the stores. You guys know that. Unfortunately, nobody can think of anything that has nets around.
Yeah.
I look over at the window treatments, tear them off the fucking wall.
He begins ripping apart the place.
Well, there is a bay where fishermen that just spend all their time repairing nets. We can just get nets there.
All right, I leave it on the ground.
I think it's probably going to be better than the
white,
not the Western doilies or whatever you're taking.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys swing by the harbor and take some unattended nets. That's really super. It's pretty much just walk up. These are mine. Fuck off with them.
And also twine or whatever they're using for fishing lines and stuff. They're probably heaps of crap like that lying around.
Yeah.
To assist with
Colburn
tying stuff on.
Colburn has all the stuff that he thinks he needs to give him bonus. He's got some burlap sacks and stuff like that he acquired and whatnot. And yeah, he's got stuff to make professional ghillie suits now if he's good enough at it.
This is the west area, right?
Yes.
It's the old west. There's a bunch of horses and dirt roads. What?
Pretty dry.
It's about exactly the same climate as always, actually. It's California.
Don't you have a bow?
It broke. I haven't had a chance to get it repaired or replaced because
why don't we take you a bow?
Mm-hmm.
And have you fire a flammable thing.
Yes, to distraction.
That side of the property.
Mm-hmm.
That will throw off Mildred's knowledge thing. If
the
people
fire that's routine. Way off over there.
I'm not saying it's a bad plan, but I'm just saying as far as Mildred, because right now in her brain pan, Mildred's got I can get us to the house if she makes a memory roll, which she'll fail and then you'll all be caught and eaten. She can get you to the house past all the guards, but if you introduce any kind of variables, like somebody fails a stealth roll,
so if there was a fire, if we assume the head guy's bag is what we need to get, and there's going to be something in the Western, if we start a fire or something, he's going to probably come out and there's going to be people around, so he's going to be harder to get.
All right.
Unfortunately. I was thinking about whether or not we start a fire to pull them, but if we think it's the satchel, the leather satchel, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get it that way.
It was a briefcase when you saw it in the 50s. All out briefcase.
Yeah, sorry. Briefcase, sorry.
But yeah, it's about time somebody brought up the words "cause a distraction" in the campaign. It's been going on for 6 seasons, and we're into the 7th, and that's the first I think anybody's really seriously considered causing a distraction in order to sneak into somewhere. So I find it refreshing, Tim.
I don't think so.
Causing a distraction is different than a full all-out attack on the front. Where you're trying to get
distraction by shooting 4 of them.
Yeah, that's not exactly what we're talking about here.
It's distracting.
Yeah,
it's very distracting.
See, that's the kind of distraction that we're used to in the campaign. If I kill a couple of them, they're distracted.
Also, I have the memory of what was happening in the other Burlington, right? What if in this Burlington they do something different.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see if I can make some ghillie suits, and we'll determine what we're doing from that point, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be.
Gotta go out there first because I gotta use the material from the area. Otherwise, ghillie suits don't work.
You guys head on out there with all the different shit that he's got. Would you like to ride horses or spend an hour walking?
I
We've
don't
got time
ride.
to kill.
All right, you guys walk your asses out there. Get there around 11:30. Wishing to God you had a fucking picnic basket. Those fucking bears are always stealing them. Yeah, Colburn jury rigs you guys up 3 ghillie suits using local stuff in the local shop for local people.
Let's do this.
Psychoville at the moment, actually.
What's that?
I'm watching Psychoville at the moment, actually,
Oh.
which is the show they made after League of Gentlemen, and is what it was called. They call it Psychoville is because that's what League of Gentlemen was called in Japan or something.
Okay.
So we follow Yana.
No problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. First off, everybody give me a stealth roll. You're at full. Normally it'd be a big negative, but you're wearing these amazing ghillie suits and shit like that. And Colburn stands up and says, "Fuck you, people! I'm Colburn. Everybody dies." Put on a big black thing, light him on fire, and push him forward in some sort of wheelbarrow.
Did you want to limit retrieve the re-roll, Yana, and give it to Colburn?
Oh, yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me trade you something after that first pause failed.
Pause, Tim, and ask before quick mashing.
He likes spending his hero points. It makes him happy. Plus, he knows if he dies, he gets free hero points. Not many, but he gets some free ones.
I play the card that I don't have yet for some reason.
Yeah, because it's discarded already. So.
Oh,
It's been played already for you.
All right. I play.
Boom.
And
All up to you, Tim.
Go, Gadget.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, you guys fucking creep forward because you're kind of glad you got here this early because moving in ghillie suits, you're looking at like a couple hours to creep across this fucking field. Tim's nodding. He's like, yeah, it sucks ass. And you know, the bad thing they never talk about is just how bad you got to pee and shit like that as you're doing it. But now, Yana, it's all up to you to remember this fucking overly convoluted Fibonacci sequence of numbers and shit and how many seconds you have to wait here and stuff like that and do things.
Easy.
Yeah. Wow, she's got a fucking good memory. No problem. You guys are all at the house. You're all kind of like crouched in a shadow near the house. You're close to the back door, easy in. Don't need any additional rolls if you would like to go in. You're all dressed in ghillie suits. As far as I know, I'm not sure if anybody actually has any weapons on them or not.
No.
Perfect.
No guns, just daggers.
Okay. Well, you've got a dagger. I don't know about the others.
I have nothing because everything disappeared.
Yeah. So, yeah, that could be an oversight. Thanks, Pete.
Do you use a knife?
Not really.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're thinking that the longer you spend here, the bigger your chances will be of being detected. Yana is indicating that you've got about 60 seconds until somebody comes wandering up here.
We move in.
You guys go in through the back door and whatnot, and
since Colburn is the one who's explored the house, we'll let him lead because he knows the layout of the house.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Give me this is the in-house stealth roll. You're not at any bonuses, but you're not at any negatives either. There's noise coming from the kitchen as the women folk are getting ready to get the big-ass lunch and stuff together.
Is casting spells quiet or is it fucking
I'm casting a spell up in this bitch.
All right, so I don't do that then.
Okay.
Getting your axe out, you are not casting
go.
a spell, by the way.
That's all
what
it is.
you were
Getting
talking
your-
about.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I assume that's what you were thinking.
Unless you fumble. If you fumble, then you yell "fuck" really loud because your axe is gone forever.
No, he made his will.
Oh, well, then you're fine. All right, so he pulls out this fucking huge axe. Now, Where would you like to take them to? There's several likely places. You're thinking, based on your wandering around, the most likely place to find this asshole is probably upstairs in his study.
What time is it?
It's about half an hour until everybody comes in for lunch. Hence, everybody cooking.
Yeah, study. All right, stealth, right?
Stealth at full from everybody. Fucking McKay is doing his patented McKay tiptoe. And Yana made hers already? Come on, Yana. Just fucking set off a firecracker or some shit. That's all I ask for.
I did.
That's a spirit. All right. Yana goes, shit, really loud. And people are like, what was that?
I have another reroll, so I use it.
What?
Yes.
Motherfucker, she screams.
Now, Tim, just imagine doing this with Alex wearing the cow helmet. We had to get him to remove it several times because it just was too awkward.
I spend the pause.
Excellent. You guys sneak upstairs and slowly open the door, and you see the guy writing by the briefcase is sitting on the desk, and the guy hasn't noticed you guys. He's writing documents and stuff.
Grab the briefcase, step backwards, open her up.
For that, I'm going to need to actually go lift. Oh, crit! All right. It just shows you guys like open the door, and then you just see McKay like slide the briefcase off the table, and he comes back, and you guys are like, everybody fucking sneaks back out. Crit, yeah, crit's good enough. And yeah, you guys give me one more stealth. This one will be at actually it's not gonna be any harder, but it's not gonna be any easier. This is your exfiltration stealth because everybody is coming in. What?
Sorry?
McKay, you got the bag?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a briefcase though.
You two get out.
We just go like into a bedroom on the top floor, open it.
Oh, that's easier. Okay. Yeah, you don't need a stealth roll then. McKay has a plan. You guys go over and he opens it up. Oh wait, hold on a second. Give me a luck roll at half, McKay. It has these little cheesy locks on it. They may or may not be engaged.
All right.
He just fucking one thing after another, Logan, isn't it? Isn't it just like these fucking 50 little goddamn things? Now I'm going to be fucking trying to get into this locked, cheesy piece of shit locks in this briefcase. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's locked. Just little cheesy locks.
I pull out my dagger and pop them.
Okay. Do you want to do it nice and neatly or fuck you locks?
Well, the briefcase is not glowing. We believe whatever we want's inside it, so...
You're hoping so.
Sorry?
You hope so. You don't know. It's not glowing on the exterior.
No, be careful, Len.
Give me a lock-picking roll if you want to do it right with the knife by moving the thing out of the way and all that. It's such delicate work. And
I actually have lockpicks as well.
That's much easier. I'm not going to put you in negative then. Go ahead and give me a lock-picking roll as you... He pops the locks, he opens it up, and inside is this golden glow. And it shows all three of your faces bathed in this golden glow.
Ooh.
Why wasn't
baby?
This should have been in was it a store or a
pawn shop?
Pulp Fiction anyway.
Zed's dead, baby.
Yeah, Fred's dead. Yeah. Zed's dead. Sorry,
what do you guys do? He touches the golden glow.
Now we gotta find the guy who this needs to go to.
It's just a glow, nothing.
Oh. Just a glow.
I reach into the box.
They both have their hands in the box. What do you do, Yana?
Both of them.
I also reach in the box.
All three of you put your hands in the box, and then the glow stops.
Huh. I look at my hand. Do I feel different?
It's still there. No, you're dressed in a ghillie suit and shit.
I pull my hand back out.
It's still with you. You are not a Freddy.
And the glow disappeared.
Look out the window.
Is the glow gone?
You look out the window and yes, over at the Moo Cow Ranch, things have changed. You're up on the second story, and you notice this as you look out the window, which tells you that you may not be in the same Burlington anymore.
That's what I thought might have happened.
It looks as though there's some sort of crop circle thing that's pointing at their main house.
We found the gate.
Does everybody see it? Oh, wait. Did you move?
We haven't moved over.
Hold on, let me try refreshing my thing. It's not letting me move map, so I say, fuck you, roll 20, refresh. Will do my bidding for dramatics. So I will move it manually then. Does that make you happy, roll 20? There you
go. Check here.
That fucking retarded movie. It appears the aliens are leaving some sort of strange crop circles.
Yeah,
what could they possibly mean?
The furnishings in this room, have they changed?
Not even a little bit.
Okay. Is the room dusty now or anything like that?
Not even a little bit.
Okay.
If only we could figure it out.
So, whispering, but I'm not going to whisper, otherwise it's bad for audio. So do we just walk out? Do we sneak out?
Like, when we look from the window, do we see people? Or?
Yeah.
You look out the window, to a different window, and instead of the normal ranch hands, you see everybody is dressed up in a furry suit.
No.
It looks like they're all dressed as different furries.
Rad.
Are they dressed in furry suits, or is it actually beastkin?
It's not beastkin. It looks like people in furry suits, because beastkin look very different. You are intimately familiar with beastkin. Yes, these are guys in furry suits. And you're like, what?
Do they look like they are guarding the place, or what are they doing?
No, they're just kind of wandering around, and it looks like they're doing vaguely cowboyish stuff.
Mm-hmm. Maybe this is like a furry...
I just walk out.
All right. One of them points at you and goes, "You shouldn't be here. Get off my land."
I'm leaving.
All right.
I start walking over to the crop circle.
It's so mysterious. If only you could decipher it. Okay.
Come on, McKay.
Yeah, go out. So, do you guys yiff much?
You should get off our land. You shouldn't be here.
Yeah, we are leaving.
So, you don't do yiffing at all?
You shouldn't be here, they tell you. Just so you know, here's the kind of quality of furries that you are dealing with here. This is one of the reasons why you know it's not beastkin. It's underneath the mysterious crop circle.
Okay. And they were different animals, weren't they?
Lots.
Well,
let's.
Look at Tim; he's just shaking his head like.
Is there any vehicles or what's the mode of transport at the ranch?
There's a dune buggy sitting over there, like modern day dune buggy.
Okay.
Oh, Tim, if you could braid that, get the ends longer, and then braid it and wear it, that'd be awesome. See, this is how men show concern for each other. Instead of saying, "Oh, are you okay?" We're like, we should make him look dumber. Yeah. How can we do that? Draw a cock in his head and then make him wear braids. Yeah. So, where would you like to? Would you like to borrow their dune buggy?
Maybe. Dude.
Are the keys in the ignition?
Hey, give me a luck roll. You go over to look at it.
Or is it one of those more basic ones, which is a switch?
No, it's not. There's probably keys that have been in it for so long they've kind of welded into it or some shit. Yeah, there's the keys. They've been in there so long they've welded into it.
We're borrowing your dune buggy. Thank you.
You shouldn't steal our dune buggy. You shouldn't be on our property. You shouldn't be here. Happy Friday. Shut up.
Is it about midday according to my watch?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Getting close to lunchtime, you're thinking, boy, you're kind of hungry.
Get into the dune buggy and have a very rough ride. Put the seatbelt on.
The first one, it double clicked.
Yeah, I saw that. No problem. Yeah, they do have seatbelts in this and a nice roll bar too, which may or may not come in helpful depending on what Colburn does. You guys cruise over to where now you've got 3 different directions you can go, Colburn. You can either head up toward the amusement park, go over to the lake, or go to the old neighborhood.
Amusement park.
Why wouldn't I go straight to where the crop circle is pointing?
Oh, okay. Here you go. Drives you over to the crop circle. It's the Moo Cow Ranch. Sorry, I didn't know you wanted to go there.
Are they dressed in furry suits as well?
Yes.
Oh no, it's the furry version of Burlington. Do you know, like, the one thing that can make Burlington even more annoying is that everybody is a furry.
Just wait and see what's... Yeah, you know what's going to happen when we wake up here, don't you?
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Now, they react to you the same way you would if naked people walked up to your house.
Right.
Like, oh my God, put something on. Oh my God. Oh, gee, there's children here. Hello.
It's okay. It's modern, you know.
No, they don't even go for it. They continue freaking out.
Could you drive us to the main street, Colburn, and we can go to Long's Clothing. To Long Clothing.
No, we've got some for you. Hold on, we can't let you go into town like that. Let us get something for you. And they go in.
Thank you.
And they come out, and you guys each have, it's like this kind of big rabbit with a wobbly head, and it's got like this mesh that you can look through, and holy fuck, does this look familiar.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering.
Yeah, it just gets worse and worse. You're thinking, you're all in suits that pretty much for anything you want to do, whether it's looking or listening or jumping and running or driving, put you in -30. Colburn goes even slower in the dune buggy. It's like...
I can make these driving without the head on.
People would lose their shit if they see it. They freak out like you're running around fucking helicoptering your cock at them. It is the most bizarre shit. The look on Colburn's face, yes. Welcome to the next level down.
Did we want to go to Clem's and try and...
You've still got the briefcase. I'm going to assume Joshua's carrying it around in death grip unless he says otherwise.
Yeah, we still got the brief. I mean, as far as we know, it's just the one. Well, that's the question. If we keep the briefcase, and then we go back to the Old West, do we still have the briefcase and then use it to get back here?
Mm.
Too bad nobody's done more experiments before you got to this point.
I think
that's why I'm hanging on to the briefcase.
I think that the briefcase we are having now is briefcase from this zone. That it was like a gate in the other briefcase. So when we all like put the
touched it, yeah. We shall see.
Mm-hmm.
But it also means that because the other experiment we can then do is get the briefcase from 1950s Burlington and just take it with us to the Old West and see whether or not it's got the glowing light in it when we take it. If we're able to take it with us to Old West.
Because you guys have managed to find an alternative way to get the briefcase without gunning down 30 or 40 people, everybody please refill your hands.
Nice.
Welcome to finding clever shit instead of Fuck it. We got them all down, Logan. Okay.
Could you please flip to
to the
card?
I was so enamored with staring into a distance that I... There you go.
Nope. Try again. Yeah. All right. Do either of you think we're getting into combat?
Mm-hmm.
Hard to say.
That's a good answer.
And a opponent fails.
I also
I've also got a victory, so.
Yeah. I also have an opponent fails. And round revision.
What are your thoughts on it, Tim?
So I'm 50-50. I could see Yana combat happening in this square up here, but I've got a very high influence of let's rationally, calmly work shit out coming from up over here.
Yeah.
So you're saying the different voices in your head are...